Hello everybody and welcome. Today we're going to talk about Marvel vs. Capcom Collection for the Nintendo Switch. Yesterday we talked for the Steam Deck, today we're going to talk for the Switch. I played it both on the Switch Lite and on my Switch OLED. Here we're going to start seeing a footage. Here is the footage that we're going to start to watch. Now, when I'm playing here on the Nintendo Switch docked, I am using my 8-bit arcade. This is no sponsor. This is just what I use for the Switch when I use it when I want to play something arcade game, right? It's pretty cool. You can use hitboxes and other stuff. It's not a problem, but I'm just saying for this footage, I specifically chose the 8-bit arcade stick, as many people probably own it if they play arcade games on the Switch. So, in this collection, I have tested it out. Everything plays fine and no problems whatsoever. The thing is also that I really like that you can play the Punisher, the beat 'em up, while you're waiting to find the game, even if you don't try to find the game for Punisher. The games, even on Switch, you can find it very easily. I found just like I was just searching for 30 minutes, for 30 seconds, not 30 minutes, and I found immediately someone while I was playing the game. And the only bad thing that I will say is that they don't really have a ping indicator to show you before you accept something. So that I found troublesome because you can adjust the input delay, but you do not know what is the ping of the match, so it kind of feels weird. The good thing overall is I played everything here is played on Wi-Fi, and most likely the other person is also on Wi-Fi. So I choose purposely to choose the worst conditions because most likely if you're playing on Switch, many people on the Lite, and most likely people that own the Switch are casual gamers that they won't really have the cable on. So I purposely did this to have the worst possible conditions, and this is the worst possible condition. This is red ping. We don't know how much it is. It's a red indicator, which probably is above 200, and the fact that also we are playing on the Wi-Fi, and this looks fantastic. There is no slowdowns. Sometimes you could feel it a little bit on the music, but I definitely didn't feel that it ate any of my inputs. I'm just bad at the game. Didn't really ate any of my inputs. So for that, I'm pretty happy that it's very smooth. And I was a little bit disappointed with the other collection because I love Darkstalkers, but not many people love Darkstalkers. So you couldn't really find many people, so you had to go back to the Fightcade. But for this collection, things gonna be different, definitely, because I already saw on Steam it had like 5,000 people when it came out, and it was not even weekend. And now, we are getting it also on consoles. People are playing. You can find games easily. You can play cross region easily. So the only thing that I will say that I am in disadvantage is because Australia is way smaller region population wise, and even smaller region when it comes to fighting games, that you may struggle to find lobbies because people don't put the lobbies to be cross region. So someone from like my region, I cannot join a US region if the person doesn't put it on cross region. So in a way, in that you're kind of locked into what you have. I don't really love that, but it is what it is. At least you have the option for matchmaking. So for me, like lobby's kind of dead unless you find someone on matchmaking, because they're also doing that on the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 Discord. You can check it out, which is pretty good. They have a lot of people, newer people, and you can arrange matches and you can have fun, which is really the point of fighting games. No one gonna try to go competitive, super hardcore on Marvel vs. Capcom 2 right now. Many, okay, maybe some people will want to relive that for a small bit, but mostly it's gonna be about having fun and enjoying the games with your favorite X-Men and superheroes and Capcom characters. that there are features in these games. And I have to say that I am pleased. As I said on my video for the Steam Deck as well, the only complaint that I had was that I had to kind of get into the matchmaking again and not knowing the other person's ping. That was something that I didn't like. But overall, if you're kind of cautiously optimistic like me to have it a 2 or 3 input delay, unless you know you're playing someone from your region, you should be fine. And I think that's why they have the default of that. So they will have kind of a little bit here. Okay, we're going back. Okay, so I'm trying to find the next game here, which is this one. This is on X-Men versus Street Fighter. So that's also really like that you can go and queue into different games and you don't have to care about. You can have people with one button on and you can filter it out also if you don't like that. You can filter it out. I'm all in for options. So I just put either. So I don't really care. If someone wants to play with the special button on, fine. We're playing on the Switch. Who cares? We're not playing a competitive environment. So definitely, this feels very fun. This game particularly felt laggy. I could feel it in the voice. So this was a high latency game, but still there was not visual confirmation of any of that. So I don't know if they worked some magic on the netcode because they did definitely on Street Fighter 6. So yeah, in that regard, I don't really know what they have done, but what they have done to me looks like it's doing wonders. It looks pretty good, and I have no problems. Sure, sometimes your inputs may feel a bit delayed because of the input lag, but I mean, I'm playing with someone probably from US. I'm in Australia. I'm on Wi-Fi. Come on, like what? Not having visual bugs is the biggest thing. And when you are playing games without rollback, this right now will be going like this. Slow motion punches. Because the game doesn't receive the input, so it has to stop. But because of the rollback, this is a prime example when it works well. Even though we have a big latency and we may have drop inputs because it is on Wi-Fi, the game doesn't visually feel bad at all. And I love that. I love that. It just makes me smile that I can just have this on my trip and be like, I'm just gonna put on Marvel versus Capcom or any of the games in this collection, to be honest. They're pretty fantastic, except Kota. No, I'm not playing that. So, yeah. But really, like, I'm very pleased with this. I have been loving my time. I have been playing since yesterday. Maybe it's honeymoon period. A lot of people that are playing these games competitive have different grievances to me. So yeah, okay, some things got nerfed, but I mean, if you haven't played this for 20 years, do you care that something got nerfed? No. The only people that care is the people that played since 20 years. So they keep playing that as a competitive game. And for me, I have decided that this is not gonna be that, and it's gonna be just some casual experience that I love, trying to learn the games because they're not easy, and I'm not very good at team games, team fighting games. So I'm just gonna take my time, enjoy my time, not really think whenever I'm on Wi-Fi or not, since this works so well, and pretty good, pretty good. I have to say everything feels fine. The funniest thing was being able to do with Sakura Raging Demon on the on the Joy-Con with these little buttons and being able to do like da 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 da. That was so fun. But yeah. I think that this is pretty fun. If you're a Marvel fan, you're gonna enjoy this game. If you are into fighting games at all, if you missed X-Men, this is your chance. And one thing that I don't think people are saying, if you buy the physical edition, careful for where you buy it from, because some specific places also include a comic book. I never owned even one comic book, but this one gonna be very exclusive for this game. So if you care about something like that, take a look at that. I have already ordered the Switch physical as well because I never want to lose this game ever again. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. Have a beautiful day and see you next time.